The White House is attempting to deflect blame for the economic consequences of President Trump's tariffs, absurdly claiming they are a tax cut for the American people. This defies economic reality, as tariffs are overwhelmingly paid by domestic consumers and businesses. Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin directly contradicted this narrative, stating plainly that tariffs are a tax passed on to consumers, a fact that Trump, as a businessman, surely understands. The debate continues to rage as the tariffs' impact intensifies across the nation. In a stunning attack on the First Amendment, President Trump delivered a speech at the Justice Department, lambasting news outlets like CNN and MSNBC as illegal and corrupt for their negative coverage. He claims these outlets are political arms of the Democrat Party and insists their reporting is influencing judges and changing laws. Critics point out the hypocrisy of Trump's attacks, highlighting that the administration has actively restricted access to the White House for media outlets not politically aligned with the president. Social media has exploded with condemnation, using the very free speech rights Trump seeks to undermine. Gold prices have skyrocketed to an unprecedented $3,000 an ounce, fueled by investor anxiety over President Trump's tariffs and escalating geopolitical tensions. Described as the panic asset of choice, gold's surge reflects extreme uncertainty in the global trade system, exacerbated by the administration's erratic trade policies. Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers warns this is a sign of dwindling confidence in the country's leadership. Trump's latest tariff threats, including a potential 200% levy on EU alcoholic beverages, coupled with the ongoing war in Ukraine, are intensifying fears of a global economic slowdown. The question looms, is this just the beginning of a larger financial storm? The Trump administration is aggressively pursuing its plan to end birthright citizenship, strategically arguing that federal judges are overstepping their authority. By using emergency appeals, they aim to bypass direct rulings on the merits of birthright citizenship, potentially overturning over a century of established law. The administration contends that nationwide injunctions against their policies have reached epidemic proportions. While the Supreme Court appears hesitant to rush a decision, the case raises fundamental questions about the balance of power between the executive and judicial branches. Experts, however, believe the controversial nature of Trump's position on birthright citizenship, rooted in a long-standing interpretation of the 14th Amendment, makes this a challenging battleground. In an extraordinary scene at the Robert F. Kennedy Department of Justice building, President Trump railed against the weaponization of the justice system, the very system that investigated him. Surrounded by loyalists and a display of DIA evidence, Trump declared himself the chief law enforcement officer and vowed to purge rogue actors and corrupt forces. He decried alleged abuses, including purported spying on his campaign and the raid on Mar-a-Lago. Insiders reveal that the Trump White House is deeply involved in the daily operations of the DOJ and FBI, raising concerns about political interference. Since taking office, Trump has initiated a series of firings and pardons, further fueling the controversy. While endorsing Steak and Shake's decision to cook fries in beef tallow, against nutritional advice, Secretary Kennedy remains conspicuously silent on the importance of childhood vaccinations, despite pleas from doctors amidst escalating measles outbreaks. Instead, he's raised doubts about vaccine safety, even claiming they cause deaths every year. Promising to investigate the childhood vaccine schedule, Kennedy's actions, including canceled CDC and FDA advisory meetings and NIH funding cuts for vaccine research, are alarming infectious disease specialists. His inconsistent messaging threatens to undermine public trust in life-saving vaccines, casting a shadow over his pledge to make America healthy again.